Hey folks, it's me, Antronus Prime, back here with another Reprolabels upgrade review. We're going to look at Fall of Cybertron Jazz. Now this is the Hasbro edition, the first ones that come out. Obviously you already have the Takara version that has recently surfaced over the past couple of weeks that upgrades all the paint apps and the change of plastic colour from the blue to grey. But as I say, I'm not a great customiser. I'm not going to go out and buy the Takara version. I've got them once, and to be honest with you, I'm not all into buying the Fall of Cybertron stuff at this point in time, but it is a Reprolabels upgrade, so we are going to take a look at these guys. Just pinpointing some here. You've got a lot of like the wheels, the Energon circle in here, side paneling. Now all this comes on the Takara version, but if you've got, like me, this version, and you're interested in sticking some stickers on them, then these are a good addition. You've got this blue visor there that sort of separates the black, so there's very dark blue on them. But we've got some G1 style in here, which is it'll be an interesting touch to see. So we're going to go ahead and transform this guy with Reprolabels on, so I shall be back in a jiffy. So we are back with the Fall of Cybertron Jazz, and this is the Reprolabels for them. So already you can see a little bit of difference, especially within his head. His visor has been totally Reprolabeled. You can get a closer look in there. You can see from the black sort of shades we get sort of this vibrant chrome blue feel, which I think is a nice touch because I love the way it catches the light and you can see all the shadows and stuff. It really does sort of give it a bit more sense, and I like it against the head, the metallic paint on the head rather than sort of the grey I suppose that you get on the Takara, but I'm not one to comment because I don't have it. But a lovely sort of touch with even just that visor, just lifts sort of the quality of this figure. Now in front you can see these two G1 inspired stickers. It takes away the big Autobot label, and I like again the contrast of the plastic with the shiny. Even though it's already very shiny white plastic, we now get a sort of a tint that sort of separates the actual sticker from the actual white plastic. A lovely touch. I mean, I don't know if the camera picks it up that well, but it is a lovely touch even just to look at. Now moving on, let's just get on to the main bits that we like. These huge panels. Now these are like for his tires. Now whether you can see it or not and the light reflects off it, it is a lot. They are a shiny texture against the sort of matted grey plastic of the wheels, but a lovely little thing. These are instead of red, they're now pink, and again looks lovely even when it in car mode, where the majority of the stickers blue more than anything. On his wrist you can see which becomes his rear lights, these pink, so that the Energon that we see within the game, these prints on both, and again lifts the back interior. Fantastic little thing. Now one of the main ones I think we all have moaned and groaned about is about the redundant wheels that we get on these figures. So apart from the two that work, which are under here, and you can just see the little detail, which is a nice, again very nice for the Reprolabel. You see some detail, it feels a bit more whole as a figure. Now we do have one under his chest, which are a bugger to put on, but I'm not complaining. Nice little touch there. Now we get to his Dundon wheel. Now his Dundon wheel has one, and again this just makes it so worthwhile, this sticker set. Now it does have a little cross cut, and it doesn't interfere when you swap it into car mode because it has a little empty section there. I don't know if you can just catch that where it ends, and that just fits nicely without no rubbing or anything like that. Beautiful little Reprolabel, and again just makes it worthwhile. Little patch under there, the pink, just to lift this blue away from the leg. Fantastic little thing. Now give this a swivel around to the back, and you can just see the majority of the little side black bits that really come out in its car mode, and we shall transform this guy in just a second. But just to get a load of his back, even his back looks complete now. He's not just masses of white plastic and grey, it's something, you get a sheen off the stickers, and it just looks lovely. I mean, again, I don't know if the camera picks all this up, but fantastic. So let's get Jazz into his car mode and you'll see the difference then. So Jazz in his car mode with the Reprolabels on, you can already see it's a total transformation from the white plastic and blue little paint tabs that we have. You can see a lot more colour inspiring things going on. let's just pinpoint them if you can't see them already. You're blind! But the black stripe all the way down, which we see in the game, but we didn't really get. And obviously the Generations Takara version has got it on. I like the contrast that I've seen a couple of reviews on the Takara Generations version that replaces the grey, the blue, sorry, with the grey. Now I like the contrast with how all this just seems to fit in more elegant than the grey version. I love it. I love the transfers that what Reprolabels have done. So you've seen the front, you see the contrast between the plastic. I love the texture between it, the contrast between plastic, meat labels. It just gives a bit more definition to the whole entire figure. You see all the shine, this glossiness. I love all that. I love the contrast, the plastic, like I said, paint apps, everything, different layers upon layers. The wheels are okay. They're not the greatest thing that they shine. It looks a bit tacky that they've tried to make them look ever so a bit more homage to the game, but I'm not complaining. It's they're better with them on than without, I think, personally. On top we can see the G1 inspired stripes going straight across, and with the lovely little pink exhausts ports that are coming out, the little energy on pits in them. I think that's a great little touch. There's something about it that I really like, in the way it just catches the light and it just looks like the glowing. Fantastic. There's one here, the black. Now because this is all sort of engraved on the back, we don't really get it. The sticker doesn't fit well on it, so I'm not sure whether I might take that off and just leave it like exposed white. So, but if you're great at painting, which I'm sure that wouldn't be a problem for me even, and just paint it like these, give a nice little gloss all the way up, and it just sort of blends into it. But that's a sticker in itself. Let's go around. You can see this little tinted blue sticker on the side with sort of a C- or something, whether that's a number 4 in Cybertronian, I have no idea. You see going round, it just looks lovely. It may actually want to put this guy with all the rest now. You see a bit of a wonky sticker there, I don't know why. Yeah, these are kind of loose here, but you can see the little pink energy on the sort of slits, and again just lifts the back but doesn't do anything for the revealing body mass within inside. Underneath we can just see the little light ports that are a really nice little thing underneath the kibble. But overall I think this is a great little Reprolabel set. Come as you will. Now why you transform this guy from robot to car mode and vice versa, you do feel sort of that prick of the stickers, sort of like where they stick out, especially on these bits, and you can feel them under your fingers and stuff, and you feel like they're going to come off. But if you transform this guy carefully, you're going to end up with a great looking Jazz, I think, and I like him even more now with these stickers on. I think it just brings him out, and he's not something that I've just bought and went, yeah, nice try Hasbro, but really has lifted the figure entirely. What do you guys think? I think this is, I'm going to keep saying it. It's great, it's lovely, it's nice, but fantastic little set. Robot mode, he shines. Car mode, he shines even more. I recommend pick these guys up if you haven't got the Generations Takara, or is it your first time buying, then by all means buy the Takara version. But if you've got the Hasbro version, then pick up the Reprolabels along with Optimus and Shockwave. They don't cost too much, and you'll end up with a great looking figure and a bit more complete figure. So this is Transformers Reprolabels, Fall of Cybertron Jazz. Great set, pick them up. I'm Antronus Prime. Comment below and let me know what you think of this little sticker set, and thank you for watching.